Step one, just saute a little bit of garlic. No, I didn't measure it. In some olive oil in a cast iron skillet. Next step is to take some 90% lean ground beef and we add that to the garlic and olive oil mixture. And then we will gradually saute this and get it nice and browned. Now the cool thing about using really lean ground beef is that the liquid you see here, that's not animal fat. That is from the olive oil that I initially started with to saute the garlic. So this meat really does not need to be drained unless you're really, I don't know, committed to that. Now, according to my ex-wife's original recipe, at this point we would want to add some cream of mushroom soup. Through a process of trial and error, we have determined that cream of mushroom soup does not add anything to enchilada casserole, and frankly, we like it better without. So, what we do add, though, is just a little bit of taco seasoning. I like to just get this kind of worked into the meat a little bit before I add the enchilada sauce. The only bad thing about the enchilada sauce is the amount of sodium that's in it. I mean, otherwise, really, by and large, this is a pretty healthy meal. Not a ton of carbohydrates, not a ton of fat if you use lean meat. What I did a moment ago was essentially just poured the mixture, the ground beef, enchilada sauce, and seasoning into this casserole dish. And it's a thick layer. The bottom layer is a thick layer. You're only going to have 2 layers, so you will divide the contents of the iron skillet, which I put in the sink here. Well, this is not a nice presentation, but you get the idea. You just put half the skillet into the bottom of the casserole dish. And this is where I get a little bit OCD. I like to cut the tortillas, the corn tortillas, in half so that I have a flat edge to put against the edge of the casserole dish. This is entirely unnecessary, but I do it, again, because I'm OCD. The corn tortillas are cut in half, and I'll just show you what I do. I take them one at a time and put them in the casserole dish. We put them flush against the edge of the casserole dish, and this makes for it creates a consistent layer of corn tortilla, I guess is really what I'm aiming for here. And there we go. And then next up is the cheese. This is a whole pound of a 4-cheese mixture, Mexican cheese they call it at the grocery store. I just put all that in there. And then I will spread it around so that I'm doing this all one-handed, by the way. Pretty good when you can make a meal one-handed. Okay, and there it is. It's all set to go. What I'm probably going to do now is cover it up and stick it in the fridge, but ultimately it's all ready. You will preheat the oven to 425 degrees. And everything's cooked. You just pop it in there just to get everything heated all the way through. The cheese melts. The tortillas get a little browner, and the meat is already cooked, and it just gets hot and yummy. So there we go.